Hello, how's it going, people on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So we're about 14 miles out. We're flying a little, beaver. So there's the arrival and entry. So from what I see, yeah. Right, let's go. Let's resume. So we had some issues with the autopilot. I think I really need to get my head around these GPS Garmin. I think I had it in the wrong mode because I had some really weird flights or movement. So it's pretty stable now. We're right on the button for the GPS. Um, Fuel selector. So I realised we were on the middle tank, and as you can see there, middle tank is empty. But as you can see here, I was on rear for a little bit, and then I went back to the front just to get the weights down, to keep the distribution kind of even. Now, I don't know what we should be on, or what we should be flying as such. But I'm kind of winging it at the moment. But we're not far away. I think the altitude here is. I think we've actually come up a little bit of a sort of height elevation. So there's the navigation. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch off the autopilot. Switch that off. So the aircraft is now mine, and we're going to bring it back onto a rough guideline. So I mean, I could probably fly the pattern without this, but I think for elevation it's a little bit tricky. So here we go, let's announce our arrival. So throttle, this is where it could get quite interesting.
Delta Papa Juliet traffic.
In terms of speed and stuff.
Delta Mike Charlie 2312.
So let's get the trim set a little bit better.
Inbound land, runway 25, Echo Delta Papa Juliet.
So there's the entry point. So we're going to manage throttle a little bit. So this is going to be our first time landing this aircraft, so it could get a little bit hairy. In terms of flaps, speed of the flaps, excess speed, I really don't know. So again, everything in this, I am just purely going to wing this. So everything seems okay. We've got plenty of fuel left. So I need to work out fuel management in this aircraft, where we should be takeoff, should we be in, what tank we should be in. I need to work out the propeller. So I need to work out all that stuff, but that's something that I can work on. So we're getting the flaps down. We'll get set up for the landing. Hopefully we don't have as much. Again, I really don't know what the this is quite a short takeoff and landing aircraft, like VTOL and stall. So I can see already there's a little bit of a crosswind. So gradually bringing the flaps in. So she seems quite stable at the moment. I'm just going to quickly take a look at the fuel. Yeah, fuel seems okay. Set the trim down a little smidge. Now let's make a turn. Yeah, I'm going to put the guidelines on. It's a bit, not cheap, but it just, especially for like being at the right height. I don't want to be too high, I don't want to be too low, but the turn on my indicator, my map, is a lot sort of not as steep, or steeper bank angle. I don't see anything wrong with using the guidelines. It seems like we're fighting a little bit of wind. She's flying quite nice, she's not really doing anything silly. The only thing that's really silly is this wind. I can see we're struggling to hold. In fact, we're almost going sideways here. Set the trim. Let's get the flaps to landing. Still another, I can see still got another little bit to do. And that's landing. Let's cut the throttle a bit. Just so we don't overspeed. Right. $60 knots. I think we need to be maybe 60 knots, roughly. But remember, we do have cargo, so we don't want to get too low. We're descending a little bit, so we trim up a little smidge. With a little bit more power. We want to set the prop. Let's bring that down a little smidge. See what that's like. Now we're coming into final. Make an announcement. Oh, that is an incredibly small runway. That's almost like a. That's like a. Jeez. Okay.
Mike Charlie 2312 is on final. Runway 25.
Oh, I tell you, speed.
Echo Delta Papa
Yeah, we're going a wee bit fast here. Do you know what, we may actually have to go around if we maybe establish a little bit here. I'll tell you one thing, this aircraft, it seems to be quite good at slowing down. Maybe try and get on the runway here, would be good. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that was noted. Yeah, that wasn't a good landing. I kinda... Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't ideal, if I'm honest. To be honest, yeah, it caught us out a little bit. Oh, this is the taxiway for this is not in our favour. We may actually have to slide over here so we can see. Yeah, that caught me out there. Power set, we were too fast coming in, and yeah, I wouldn't say it was the cleanest landing we've ever had. Let's go switch back over. But yeah, that wasn't the worst. Wind was actually quite strong. You can see there that sock is extended, so I think for every little segment colour is a certain amount of wind, and that is fully extended, so that's actually quite difficult. But that runway was incredibly small. Gee whiz. That was not nice. So fuel management we need to do in this aircraft, and maybe the runway or the landing we need to get it a little bit maybe better configured. Right, we're going in just here. I cannot see him. Let's just go to the side a little bit. So a little bit more management in this aircraft. There we go, start to move. Yeah, so I need to find out how we should land in terms of fuel. Do we land with it in the nose or the rear, or a mixture of both or something? I don't know. Maybe just go for a little bit. It's quite good at taxiing. It's like speed wise we're not too... Imagine that would be there. There we go. Right, let's get into the cockpit. Parking brake on. Now, I've learnt in other aircraft that you just basically cut the mixture. Is the best way to switch off an engine. And if it gives me time, I can put the throttles down. And I could have put the propeller. Well, it'd be quite nice to... You don't have replay in this. It'd be quite nice to replay the engine. Now we did have some issues with turning. Setting the autopilot were a little bit off. So because of that, the cargo integrity was integrity was a little bit low, which probably cost us the S, which is a bit annoying. Taxi speed, yeah, we did that at the start. But overall, I think it was quite a nice aircraft to fly. A little bit different. The fuel management could maybe be a little bit something we have to watch. Because I was flying and I noticed that the gauge was low, but I thought it was maybe just running automatic, and then all of a sudden the engine cut off, and it was like, yep, let's change the fuel to, I think I sort of went to the front tank, and then I had to start the engine again. So that was a code brown. So how much do we get? Should be quite a bit. Woo! Yeah. So that's why I'm doing these full missions. It gives me a time to win the aircraft, and like mid-flight it can actually be quite interesting. Also scary at the same time when you're head down into the GPS system, and then you see the aircraft, or you see some indication that the aircraft's turning. But we've got the bad weather bonus, we've got no skip bonus, so 263 credits is nice, or 263,000 credits. Probably a little increase there in the rep. So that's the first mission with the Beaver. I thought it was pretty decent, if I'm honest. I don't know whether I really want to see. Let's see, companies. I don't know if I want to see what this aircraft has. Let's see, manage. Do you know what? I'm going to do a check-up, an early check-up, just to see what we've got. And there we go, we've got flight controls. So yeah, I think we maybe landed a bit heavy. So let's do that. Let's just get that out the way. Let's give it a wash. So there we go. That's it. All good. In fact, I want to go back there. I want to see what these density areas. So you can see here the cargo. So I take it we are in spring, summer, fall, winter, summer. I think we're kind of in winter, are we not? Spring's coming. Spring's around the corner. So I mean, there you go. Australia, Greenland, and like Brazil, North America, not North America, South America. Sorry. Right, let's just jump in and see what missions we've got, just so we know where we possibly could be going in the next mission. So let's zoom out a little bit. So we've opened up a little bit more of the area. So cargo jobs, that one, well, that's actually going into a place that we've been. That could be, see, that one there's good, because that's going into just north of Milan. That would open up that little bit of the map. Because what I want to do is I want to be able to do jobs where I start getting into these parts. So the hot spot at the moment is probably up here in Greenland. But as you probably see, I have not opened this up. And I don't think you can just like fly. Like, it'd be quite nice if I said, right, I'm going to take this aircraft, I'm going to fly up here, maybe up to one of these islands, then hop across to Iceland, and then hop across here and open the map that way. I don't think you can do that. I think you've got to always be doing a job. So yeah, it's a little bit annoying, that, in a way. But yeah, we really need to open jobs that take us different places, which is not always easy. As I say, this job here, Zurich, these two are good because these are going into, that's going just, as I say, Milan, but that might not be there the next day. So this is another hot spot down here, Caracas, Bogota, but again, we can't, because we haven't explored this area, we can't really get into it. Now, do you know what, I need to see if just normal, and even if I go to employee, it's not going to open anything, so. But anyway, that's where we are. So we'll try and open up this map a little bit and try and see different parts of the world, hopefully. But we have upgraded our headquarters as well. So there we go, folks. That is going to do it for me. I think the departure video was a little bit longer because it's a new aircraft. It'll take me a couple of missions to get into it. But anyway, take care, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.